I mean, looks like the DJI Fly app. Oh, look at that though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, DJI. Pull up the antennas. The two sticks are behind there. Screw them in. Very similar to your stock controller. Screw the second one in. Bang. Press and hold or tap and hold to power on. Window down. Props unfolded. In case you do not know how to download DJI Assistant 2, get it working on your PC and your Mac, and downloading the updates for this controller, your smart controller, to work with your Mavic Air 2, as well as pairing the two together. Click this link up here to learn step by step exactly how to get this done. Once that's done, we're ready to fly. Tap and hold to power on. Left stick up. I mean, looks like the DJI Fly app. Oh, look at that though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, DJI. Stock controller only has one wheel, right? There's no wheel on the other side. The smart controller has two wheels. So one wheel is your typical gimbal looking down and gimbal looking up. Oh gosh, birds again. Why do the birds always attack me? All right, let's go up and dodge these birds. This is their turf. They like to fly low. In order to avoid them, we need to fly high. There you go. So, okay, birds, you got your turf. Are you happy now? I'm out of your space. Good. So we have this gimbal wheel that does the looking down and looking up. But this other wheel here now does the zooming for you. So now you have separate zoom control. So this... oh my gosh, this is so intuitive. This is so intuitive right now. Not only is it fast to start up, which is the big selling point for this, and most important, it's that the screen is 1,000 nits bright, and that means that if you're out in the broad daylight like I am today, where the sun is up and at its peak, you don't need to be sitting in your car or hiding under a tree for shade. No, you can pretty much stand in the sun and this will not bother you. All you need to do is pull down here and click brightness. You have options. You can put it on A, which is adaptive brightness, and it decides how bright it needs to be based upon how much sun is exposed to the screen. Or you can just set the brightness yourself manually, right? I usually leave it on adaptive because I prefer it to set the, brightness for me. And then you can set the volume for the smart controller as well, right? The smart controller also has some pretty cool features like screen record, which is on right now. I'm recording this screen. It comes with that built in, so you don't need to download an app. It has HDMI and some other features, but mostly what I'm going to focus on today is just how the experience is going. I mean, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good to have this zoom on a separate. It's like I feel like I can do, zoom and operate my gimbal at the same time. That just gives you a whole nother realm of flexibility. To be honest, I really do like having the screen above the controller, ideally, that you get with the old controller feel. Plus, this is a lot more just small and a lot more compact for me. So compact. I just love the look and the feel, and I love, again, having my screen above. But this isn't bad either. What I also like about this is that you have independent button controls. So like to look down and up is this button right here. You have a separate button just for that. So with the stock controller, you'd have to hit the function button twice or once, depending on how you program it, to look down, and another button to control the lights at the bottom of the drone. So it's like two buttons serving one purpose. With this, you just have a dedicated button right at your fingertips to look, press to look down, and press to look up. So, you know, this is quite nifty. A lot of the drones, DJI drones that are made already, like the Phantom 4 Pro V2 and the DJI Mavic 2 Zoom and the Mavic 2 Pro, they all work with it. More than likely the Mavic 3 is going to work with this, so it's kind of like a no-brainer to get this, to just have one controller, not to be fiddling with phone and all that kind of stuff. Now it does work on Android, which to me, it's not a big deal. I'm used to flying with Android phones, and even if you're accustomed to iPhone, it's not that big of a deal either. You're just using it to fly. You're not really using it like you would use your phone, right? The beauty about this is that it has its own built-in battery and screen, so it's just a matter of charging this, and it comes with a power fast charger. So once you have this charged up, and the battery lasts pretty long, I would average probably about the same as this battery lasts, even with the screen in it. So it's very simple, very easy to use. The hardest part is basically just getting it updated and paired with the Mavic Air 2. Once you've done that the first time, that's pretty much it. If you're traveling anywhere, more than likely you have your phone already with you. This folds up. It's a lot smaller and more compact compared to this controller. You know, when folded up, it's just, it's big, it's a little bulky. If you're doing hiking and stuff like that, you might, you know, choose this over it, because you're gonna have your phone, and then now you have your phone and the smart controller, versus having your phone, which you'll normally have, and you use your phone to fly with this. And this is just smaller, lighter, more compact, right? This smart controller it's, you know, it's huge compared to this. It doesn't quite fold up, and trust me, when you're going on hiking or anything like that, every little size and weight makes a huge difference, especially if you're carrying stuff on your back. So take that into consideration. But if you're not an adventurer kind of a person, you know, and the weight doesn't, you know, really make a big deal to you, then this is fine. This flies good. Now I can walk with two drones and one controller, so now I save space. But how many people actually walk with two drones? That's entirely up to you. And then both drones that you have, do they work with the smart controller? For example, the Mavic Mini won't work with it. So if that's what you're looking at, the Mavic Mini and the Mavic Air 2, then you're still walking with two controllers. But if you have the Mavic 2 Pro or the Mavic 2 Zoom and the Mavic Air 2, then yeah. So I'm just going to go into the button configuration section over here, because I'm really curious about that under the controls. Button customization. Now you only have two button customization: recenter gimbal and auxiliary light, which is C1 and C2. Now you have two dedicated buttons at the bottom here that you're able to program. I like C1 to be recenter gimbal and C2 to be my auxiliary light. So these are the only customizations that are available for this right now. There's no other button customization. Like with the more expensive premium drones, you basically can customize all of these here. This is like a joystick that does different things when you move up, down, left, and right. You can program all of these. Plus it's a press button, and you've got these two back here, and you've got another button over here. So it's like button galores. And then of course you have the two wheels. But it's nice that they have the zoom feature right here, that you can just jump into 4K zoom and just zoom right away. It's absolutely beautiful. And this to me is like the biggest thing for me, you know, apart from the quick setup, the fast speedy setup, which is also important too. I doubt that I'll be using this much anymore. Well, I have the smart controller. I really don't need this. It's the zoom wheel, guys. It's just the zoom wheel. Having that at your fingertips instead of having to press and hold while zooming, it's gonna make zoom shots just that much easier. And then for professional work too. That's my first impressions. That's my thoughts. These are the things that you can look forward to if you decide to pick up this controller, or you have the controller and you choose to pair the two together. Do I like it? Yes. Is this great for me? Yes. Is it great for you? Well, that's a decision that you're gonna have to make on your own. However, I would like to know what you think. Is it something you're interested in? Is it something that you're getting? If yes, let me know why. No, I still would like to know what your thought process is when it comes to this controller. With that being said, smash that thumbs up button if you haven't already till it turns blue. Make sure you share this video with anyone who you know flies the Mavic Air 2. Hit subscribe if you have not subscribed already, with the bell notification so you can get notified when I release more Mavic Air 2 and Mavic videos in general. With that being said, guys, I will see you whenever I can. Big shout out to Autonomous Drone Services and MadMixTube.com for providing us with the equipment to make these videos possible. I'm still giving away 6 DJI Mavic 2 Pros or Zooms. Head over to my Patreon account, donate $1, become a patron, and automatically you're entered to win a chance to win one of 6 of those drones. Guys, let's make this happen. Come on, support me and help me support you.